Welcome to our channel. Today, we have the following news. Why The Prisoner of Beauty is losing its spark. The Prisoner of Beauty launched with high hopes, boasting a young and popular cast, a storyline adapted from a well-known novel, and the promise of intriguing plot twists. Initially positioned as a potential hit, the drama surprised viewers when it debuted on Dubbin with a modest score of 6.4. While not terrible, the rating fell short of expectations, especially considering the strong buzz leading up to its release. In its early days, the series even achieved impressive viewership numbers, peaking at 52 million daily views. But as the episodes progressed, enthusiasm started to wane. Viewership dropped to 42 million per day, and the series was quickly eclipsed by its competitor, The Legend of Zhang He. So what exactly led to the decline of The Prisoner of Beauty's popularity? One of the primary issues lies in the show's storytelling. It opened with promise, introducing the arranged marriage between the brilliant and beautiful Xiao Qiao and the capable military general Wei Xiao. The decision to shift the tone from the light-hearted original novel to something more intense, with political schemes and strategic maneuvering, gave audiences hope that this would be more than just another conventional historical romance. However, that hope was short-lived. As the series unfolded, it gradually abandoned its initial ambition. The intelligent political intrigues teased in the beginning were reduced to superficial plot devices. Instead of developing complex power plays, the story fell into the predictable rhythm of the married first, fall in love later romance. Viewers criticized the strategic elements as poorly written and unrealistic. Plot points like the burning of a granary being resolved in just a few lines of dialogue came across as simplistic and unconvincing. The character development also drew criticism. Rather than showcasing Xiao Qiao's intelligence and cunning, the series leaned heavily into portraying her as overly dramatic, often resorting to fake illness or childish behavior. What could have been a powerful female lead turned into a trope, and the show's potential for layered conflict and political tension was largely sacrificed in favor of romantic cliches. Ultimately, The Prisoner of Beauty suffered from a mismatch between what it promised and what it delivered. Many viewers felt misled, expecting a drama that balanced romance with clever political games, only to find themselves watching yet another predictable historical love story. The lack of dramatic tension and meaningful twists left the plot feeling flat and uninspired. As a result, despite its strong start, The Prisoner of Beauty failed to sustain the interest of a critical audience hungry for depth and originality. In a crowded genre where historical dramas need both compelling romance and gripping storylines to stand out, this series fell short, becoming, in the eyes of many, just another average period drama with wasted potential. The male lead fails to captivate and lacks the presence needed to carry the drama on his shoulders. From the very beginning, Liu Yuning's portrayal of Wei Xiao has stirred up mixed reactions and ongoing controversy. In the original novel, Wei Xiao is vividly described as a heroic figure, charismatic, strikingly handsome, and radiating confidence. However, Liu Yuning's interpretation has been criticized for falling short of these expectations. Instead of embodying the charm and magnetism of a historical hero, his performance is seen as underwhelming, with some viewers even suggesting that his appearance and demeanor lean more toward that of a villain than a leading man. This deviation has sparked disappointment, particularly among fans of the source material who had high hopes for a compelling and visually appealing protagonist. One of the major criticisms lies in Liu Yuning's overall screen presence and emotional delivery. Many viewers have commented that his acting style lacks the necessary depth and complexity to bring the character of Wei Xiao to life. His expressions are often described as monotonous, and his portrayal lacks the nuance needed to reflect the character's inner conflicts or heroic journey. As a result, his performance fails to make a lasting impact, particularly in a genre like historical drama where strong, commanding leads are often essential for success. In contrast, Song Zhuo, who plays the female lead, has been widely praised for both her visual appeal and her solid acting skills. Her performance brings vibrancy and emotional depth to the series, and she has been credited with keeping the show afloat. Her portrayal has resonated with audiences, and many believe she shoulders much of the emotional weight of the drama. Unfortunately, this contrast has only further highlighted Liu Yuning's shortcomings. Some viewers have even gone so far as to say that Song Zhuo is carrying the entire team on her own, while the male lead contributes little to the show's overall appeal. That said, it would be unfair to dismiss Liu Yuning's efforts entirely. One of the more redeeming qualities of his performance is the chemistry he manages to develop with Song Zhuo. Despite the flaws in his individual portrayal, their on-screen interactions have been praised for feeling natural and emotionally engaging. This dynamic has helped maintain viewer interest to some extent, with certain segments of the audience continuing to follow the drama primarily because of their connection. In conclusion, while Liu Yuning may not fully meet the expectations of a historical drama hero, his compatibility with the female lead provides some balance. However, in a genre where the male lead often serves as the cornerstone of the narrative, his lack of charisma and depth remains a significant weak point in the series. One of the key factors behind the recent decline in popularity of The Prisoner of Beauty is the emergence of a powerful rival, The Legend of Zhang He. This new drama has quickly captured the attention of viewers across the country, thanks in large part to its star-studded lineup and high production value. Helmed by renowned director Zhang Xiaolong and featuring top-tier talent such as Xiao Zhan alongside a cast of well-known actors, The Legend of Zhang He entered the scene with significant momentum and fanfare. While The Legend of Zhang He may not yet be considered on the same level as iconic martial arts masterpieces like Nirvana and Fire or Joy of Life, its impressive budget, professional execution, and charismatic performances have earned it a solid and growing fan base. Viewers who found The Prisoner of Beauty too slow-paced or emotionally subdued are now gravitating toward the livelier, more action-packed Zhang He. In contrast to the more contemplative and artistic style of The Prisoner of Beauty, The Legend of Zhang He offers a vibrant, fast-moving narrative that appeals to audiences seeking a sense of excitement and spectacle. The natural comparisons between the two series have sparked widespread discussion, and unfortunately for The Prisoner of Beauty, it appears to be losing ground in this head-to-head competition. Despite its artistic ambitions and unique aesthetic, the drama struggles to compete with the mass appeal and star power of its rival. As a result, its viewership is declining, and its cultural impact seems to be fading as more and more attention shifts to the dynamic world of The Legend of Zhang He. In short, The Prisoner of Beauty started off with impressive momentum, generating buzz and excitement among viewers due to its promising cast and visually appealing production. The early episodes sparked interest, particularly with the captivating performance of the female lead in the show's aesthetic direction. However, as the series progressed, it gradually lost its appeal. One of the major reasons behind this decline is the uninspired script, which fails to offer meaningful character development or compelling plot twists. The storyline has become repetitive and predictable, making it difficult for viewers to stay emotionally invested. Additionally, the male lead's performance has been criticized for lacking depth and charisma, which further weakens the emotional core of the drama. The show's inability to evolve and present fresh conflicts has allowed rival productions, some with stronger scripts and more dynamic ensembles, to overtake it in both ratings and audience attention. While The Prisoner of Beauty still retains a group of loyal followers who appreciate its visuals and nostalgic elements, these qualities alone may not be enough to sustain it. Unless the second half of the series introduces significant improvements and plot breakthroughs, it is unlikely to fulfill the high expectations set during its initial launch.